Alright, so there's a bit of stuff going on. Reddit dropped this, so I wanted to make a video over it. I'm going live as well, so I might read chat. I thought it'd be a bit fun to talk over it, and then we'll get into farm co-op, by the way, after this, by the way, guys. What is going on? Photo print round 4. As many of you noticed, Klab introduced the 10th anniversary units and their promotional support, driving misleading communication about what the ticket would offer once obtained. I agree. They shouldn't have even had them in the image at all. I know that there was like 2 separate images, but the very first one that they displayed everywhere had the 10th anniversary characters on it, just like how the past ones had all the other characters on it. But then this one just said, able to buy in Japan. Like, small little font. It's like an ad, and it's like, buy this thing for 4 times, $19.99. Oh, by the way, it's a piece of shit, and it actually doesn't do anything. That's essentially what it was. Some terrible ad. That's what I would call it. GQ Shadow Buff. The community realized there was a Shadow Buff in the last 2 guild quests, mainly a spot and mainly no affiliation. While this behavior is often seen in gacha games, communication remains the key for the community to not feel defrauded or pushed to someone unwillingly. It is kind of weird that they didn't say that they were buffing the GQ HP. Like, why not? Just kind of weird. But I think they did call it like a GQ like plus or whatever. Like, they did say it was going to be a harder GQ if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why they don't just openly post the HP. I haven't seen anything in the news about them actually posting the HP. I could be wrong on that. But they definitely should be doing that every single time they buff the HP. That, you know. But yeah, I mean, inflating HP in this GQ is kind of the only way they can push new characters. Because let's be real. Any character at 1 out of 5 can get 45 to 50 seconds in guild quests nowadays. Because they're so broken. So it is what it is. But yeah, also there's no orb increase as well. Someone in my chat just mentioned that. Shout out Obunga. They just buff the HP, inflate the HP, and then no extra orbs. Not even a measly little 5 orbs, which is pretty pathetic, to say the least. And then the big one I've seen a lot of people bring up is the Soul Ascension Rukia EX skill malfunction. Maybe Klab changed it last minute. I don't really know, but I remember when she was initially showcased and shown, people were saying that the EX would be multiplicative, so it would just be doing or giving you more boosts as an SP link. But now it's basically additive. So it's basically just 40% additive and or at 5 out of 5, and not like an EX skill similar to like Kenpachi's or Yoruichi's EX skill, where that one is multiplicative, making them go from an 80% SP boost all the way up to 360 for Kenny, Ichigo, and Renji. Currently, Rukia's EX skill is said in the notice to be a separate multiplier skill, which after several tests it is confirmed to actually be a similar additive skill. In the backstage, Klab doubled and tripled down that Rukia's skill was effectively a separate multiplier and working as intended. Initial contact on Sunday, the 27th. We'll break this down in another thread because there's not enough room here. Okay, I'll go check that out after this. What is problematic? While we often see issues, mistakes, or oopsies from Klab, it's rare to have that many at once. This is problematic for a community action due to a divide to conquer strategy, whatever the hell that is. Without a coordinated effort, the community feedback will not be seen as important, and Klab will simply brush away the concern aside and wait until the voice silently go away. I don't think the ticket is ever going to go away. Like, I genuinely think that is the biggest thing that people will remember for months to come, because it's a free character that we realistically should have gotten every single photo print. Like, how is that a big celebration when you're giving us an old character from 2015? I genuinely don't care. Like, every single photo print should have been a new character. You're celebrating 10 years? Make it special. Make it like, ooh, I gotta log in. Ooh, I gotta log in. And then it's some shitter from 2015 that every single person that's been playing for 2 years has. My alt account had like almost every single character on those on those tickets. It was terrible, and I summon twice a year. Terrible tickets, terrible. I don't care if the brand new players got orbs. You have to think of the veterans as well. You know, the people that are supporting the game. Big shock, I know. A good example would be one of Klab's answers this week, which essentially was, it's only a few that notice such thing. It must not be that important or noticeable, which basically means we could ignore it, which I don't think they should. What's next? First, be aware that Klab was notified directly about all the following points on Monday, the 28th, and Wednesday, the 30th, so they are aware this action was a possibility. Next phase is to push for a new broad community action driven by the community itself. While Caleb seems to believe that they have an upper hand right now, it's actually quite the opposite. It's a perfect time for us to remind them that it's the community that make a game succeed or not. In May, Caleb asked 100 of their employees to leave voluntarily, but only 47 in July agreed. This is compromising their short-term, their downsizing plans, which mean that any action we will take will have more impact right now. I didn't know that they asked them. I thought they just fired them. Oh. We might still have a live stream to loudly express our displeasure, but there's still a social media campaign around the end of month characters. Additionally, the monthly pass canceling is one of our weapons, especially since we just closed the 10th anniversary, and it will be felt by Caleb more heavily now than it was in April due to their compromised immediate downsizing. Phase schedule. What is this? This is our first action as character is the first to somewhat blend in the background, and Caleb is hosting an event with the character review format for the end of month 1,000 builder manifestation characters post campaign on their social media until the 16th. Feel free to use this template to politely notify them about their platforms. Oh, okay, so it's just like, hey, by the way, this thing isn't working. Okay. I mean, yeah, like realistically, you should be nice to the devs first, because if you just immediately notice something wrong and then you just start yelling swear words and other naughty words like that, they're just gonna drown you out. Like, if I used to work a 9-to-5 job, like at an actual fast food place, somebody started yelling at me, manager, go talk to this guy. I'm not dealing with this guy. This guy's ass. I'm not talking to this guy. Personally, I would just walk away, which is what I think a lot of devs do nowadays, to be honest. Starting August 16th, mid-month push. If Klab GQ shadow buffs remains effective, we will push on that front too for them. Keep difficulties from normal to very hard unchanged, so it gives a ramp to new players. Be more transparent about GQ values, and then eventually, if they want to increase difficulty instead of shadow buffing, they can add even more extra ways or use the 5th Guild Quest difficulty level ultimate that is awaiting in the database for 2 years now. I mean, yeah. Why we should push for it? It is understandable that a company has to make money. That's fact. However, they still can have a... They don't want to make money. I'm telling you, they don't want to make money. They have the worst packs out of any gacha game ever fucking made. They are the dumbest company ever when they want to make money. Hey, guys, 2 multis. Give me $80. 2 multis. Give me $80. Grand Cross is 9 multis for $80. And they give you more free currency. They get 300 free currency every festival. That is 10 multis. 10 multis for free. You have no right, Caleb. I'm sorry. You do not want to make money. You do not want to make money. I swear. You are the worst company when it comes to giving out free shit. You are not Dokkan. You are not him. Sit down, little man. While we wish to not come to that extent, please be assured that it's not coming out of nowhere, as we always engage with Caleb directly and upfront in an attempt to fix or suggest most of these things before the community usually notice it. However, the community will always have a stronger voice when we act together. And then, aren't you asking too much? Ultimately, I don't think we are. Every single one of the issues would have been fixed by easy and quick communication. I mean, yeah, it's not that hard. The only thing I guess that we're kind of asking too much for is a free anniversary character, but you guys put them on the fucking logo. That's on you. If you never gave out a free character, people wouldn't have cared. But you gave out the free Shinji, and then just stopped. So we're like, okay, maybe we'll go out in a bang. And then you put them on the display, and they're like, actually, though, that guy's not for free. You know, you can't do that. It was garbage. Garbage. And then, yeah, like, apparently Rukia was shown to be a multiplicative one, which fair. And then they just needed to tell you if they buffed the GQ. Like, why would they not tell you that? You know? That is my take on that stuff. Now let's go. What was the Rukia Ascension? Alright, so this time we'll go through a detailed explanation about what's going on around Rukia's EX skill. Since her release, this matter is more important than it looks, as Ichigo and Rukia introduced 2 new concepts, the EX skill and Soul Ascension themed characters. Therefore, Caleb has to deliver units that meet the description and announced or promoted abilities. Skills and EX skills are treated separately. Even if a regular skill and an EX skill share the same type of effects, they are treated as separate skills when it comes to activation conditions and damage calculations. For example, if a character has a Team Party skill, like Team Party increase strong type damage, another skill of the same type cannot be activated at the same time. However, an EX skill of the same type is considered to be separate, and as such can be activated at the same time as the normal skill. So basically, it's just a different multiplier, and different multipliers equal peak damage. Testing Rukia setup, so it's... Okay, I don't know why they're building her like this, but it is what it is. SA1 damage hits 340,000 damage, apparently. I don't... Okay, it's 12 hits. Okay. So 342,000. Supposed damage multiplier... This is a lot of math, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking at all this. It is supposedly supposed to hit 374,000. So, like, 50,000 less damage. Approximately. Dude, I saw this new site, dude. It's too much. It's too much for me. I don't know how people read it. It's too many. It's too many numbers. Testing Ichigo. He ended up hitting 210,000 or 230,000 multiplier. Okay, I don't know where the damage went. I don't know where he put the damage. I might be reading this wrong. So it's supposed to hit 332? I actually have no idea what they're showing here, I can't lie. Maybe I'm too old for this. So they're just saying Kenpachi and Ichigo are hitting what they're supposed to. Rukia isn't. That's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah, I actually don't understand this new website. It's too many things, so it is what it is. But yeah. Fix Rukia or give out a compensation because you fucked over her EX skill. And then the photo print, like, come on. Just give us a good photo print ticket. I don't understand why it was so big of a deal. It's one character. It's not like you're only going to get one and then never summon on another character. Like, it's a 10th Annie. We're going to be summoning for both. Or, at the very least, going deep on part 2. Like, just summon. Just summon. Like, we're going to be summoning. I mean, just give us the free ticket. We're going to be summoning anyways. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know down below what you guys think. I will still be streaming, by the way, but video is over now.